Hi guys, Michelle Visser here. I have been doing a lot of gardening and I realized it's getting late in the day and I realized I really need to whip up a special seasoning that we love to use for a whole lot of things, but I wanted to have it available for our dinner tonight. So I thought this would be a perfect thing to share with you today. So come on up. Let's make some everything seasoning. Oh, before we go any further though, please, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It makes a huge difference to tiny little content creators like me to help us show more people some of the things that we are eager to share. So subscribe and leave a comment and say hi. Now let's go make this everything seasoning. So I actually decided to sit down for a second and tell you a couple things. First of all, I have gone in and I have scrubbed my hands. They are clean. But I have spent hours in the garden, and this is going to require more than just a really good scrub with the garden brush and the garden soap to get all of this off. So I want to let you know, these are clean hands. Trust me. I would not be making this with dirty hands, even though it looks like I am. Can you relate? Please leave a comment, someone. Let me know. You can relate to this. Like you struggle with having garden hands all summer long, and you feel like you should tell every person you meet, please rest assured, I have washed my hands. I've washed them well. Please know that. Anyway, the important things I want to tell you are two things. First of all, this is one recipe in a set of a whole lot of them that when I realized my 10th anniversary was coming up, I reached out to some friends and we hatched this plan that I'm super excited about. It's been so fun. We're each sharing pantry staple recipes, things that you can make yourself instead of going to the store and buying. And there's two different ones every single week. And because it's my party and I'm celebrating my anniversary, I said, guys, I can do one every week. So every week you can find a friend of mine and myself sharing via YouTube our recipes. And I hope that you've gotten some really great inspiration. Definitely check the link in the description to see all the recipes. There'll all be linked there. When this ends, everything will be there. And while you're there, definitely enter the giftaway. Super fun. We've pulled together lots of great things. We have an amazing box of pasture raised and finished beef that's going to be gifted to our grand prize winner. And a dehydrator. Love my dehydrator, especially it's almost that time of year that I'm going to be dehydrating everything. So what a fun thing to be giving away. And a lot of other great stuff. So please definitely go to the link in the description and check all that out. And the final thing, what did I want to tell you? Oh, I wanted to tell you one more thing. I know it seems a little weird to call everything bagel seasoning a pantry staple, but that's how I use it. I use it in place of so many other seasonings that I would typically use. It's not just for putting on top of homemade bagels. We love to use it in so many ways. We put it on top of our homemade pizza. It's so good. And it's like a step up from just using garlic salt because it just has all this other flavor in it. I love it. I put it on my scrambled eggs. It's great for scrambled eggs. I have a favorite sandwich that I love to make, made with sourdough bread and chicken. And you can either use pulled chicken or canned chicken. And I mix avocado in with the meat instead of mayonnaise because I'm not a huge mayonnaise fan, and avocado is so good for you. It's such a healthy fat. So I'll mix the meat and the avocado, and then I will sprinkle liberally my everything bagel seasoning. And it's such a good sandwich. But of course, you can put it on any sandwich. Anytime you would add salt, you could be putting your everything seasoning. You could use it just even on your fresh slices of tomato. In the summertime, when we have a lot of tomatoes in the garden, we will often just have slices of tomato for our vegetable with dinner. And it just takes it to another level to sprinkle on some everything seasoning. You can also use it on your roasted vegetables, of course. It's great on baked potatoes, any grilled meat. It's great in a marinade for your meat. And you can also, put it on as you're eating your meat. And it's great. This might sound weird, but another favorite thing I love to do with it, I'm a sourdough bread fanatic. I love a piece of toasted sourdough bread with homemade peanut butter on top, sprinkled with my Everything seasoning. Call me weird. It's really good. So let's go into the kitchen now and make this. So let's mix this together. I have all my ingredients laid out. I was actually just going to put it in this little jar because until I get my next Azure Standard delivery in a few weeks, I don't know if I have enough to fill a pint jar, so we'll see how it goes. Either way, I didn't have a clean pint jar, so I'm going to put my ingredients in a quart so I can shake them up well, and then I'm going to transfer them to whatever size jar is appropriate for the amount of seasoning that I made. You also could just put it in a bowl, stir it up, and then put it in the right jar to begin with, but I just find it's easier to shake it up in a jar, but you don't have enough room to mix it well if you choose a jar that it's going to fill up from the beginning. If that makes sense? Okay, let me show you how I do this. So there are 5 ingredients. We need our sesame seeds, our poppy seeds, our minced onion, and our minced garlic, and we need our kosher salt. Okay, so with our 2 seeds, we're going to put 2 tablespoons worth. And for our garlic and onion, we're going to do half of that. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of each of these. Smells so good. And then for our salt, you do want it to be kosher salt, which means it is the larger granules. This is Redmond, so the reason it's pink, there we go. Redmond real salt, the reason it's pink is that it has 64 trace minerals in it, just the way it is mined from under the earth. So that's why it looks like that. And I just realized I do not want 2 tablespoons. I want 2 teaspoons of this. So 1, 2. And that's everything. So I'm going to shake this up, and then I'm going to see if it fits in my small jar. These might be too big to fit through my little funnel. So I'm going to just be careful. I had a feeling from my memory that it fit just perfectly. It does. You see, if I put it in here to begin with, I wouldn't be able to shake it and mix it up well, but now I can easily use it to just shake on my scrambled eggs or my pizza, or I can, get a teaspoon out to put on my bagels. So there's still time before I have to make dinner, so I'm heading back to the garden. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and make sure you don't miss that amazing giveaway going on. Go check out the first link in my description and see all the other recipes we're sharing as well. Thanks, guys.